Thor Love and Thunder releases in theaters this week, and we have a top 5 list of the Funko Pops involved. Let's get right to it.
Like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh.
What's up, guys? It's DK Wrestler here, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing a top 5 list of the upcoming MCU movie, Thor Love and Thunder. Now, like I mentioned, the movie does release this upcoming week as this video gets released, which I can't wait to see the movie. Unfortunately, I can't see it opening weekend because I will be on a wrestling tour, so I'm going to be a little bit busy during the opening weekend, but I am going to eventually see it, whether it's in the coming weeks, or maybe I'll just wait until it goes on Disney Plus to watch. But without further ado, let's kick off this top 5 list with number 5. So coming in at number 5 on this list, it is the Target exclusive Thor and Mighty Thor 2-pack. I really enjoy this 2-pack very much. I know that all it is pretty much is just taking the 2 common figures of the singular pops that they already have done for the set of both Thor and Mighty Thor, and then just slap them together with a Target exclusive 2-pack. But if you do plan on getting the Thor Love and Thunder set, and you do plan on getting these characters, you might as well get the 2-pack over the singular pops, just because obviously Thor and Jane Foster, also known as Mighty Thor in this movie, were mostly together in the first movie, and they will be in this movie, so it definitely makes sense to have the 2 characters together, especially in a 2-pack, even though, like I mentioned, they do have the singular pops. But like I mentioned, once again, if you are planning to get pretty much all the pops, you should just get this 2-pack that's exclusive to Target instead of just getting the singular pops, because you'll probably also be saving a couple dollars on that too. And then that's why it is at the number 5 spot, is simply because it is pretty much 2 singular pops slapped into a 2-pack with a Target exclusive sticker. Nothing really different. Anyways, guys, let's move over to my number 4 pick. So coming in at number 4 on my list is Gore, and I really enjoyed the design of this character. I'm pretty sure from what I've seen in the trailers, Gore is, I think, the antagonist of the movie, so he will be the villain. And even though it's a little bit simplistic with like only a few colors, I think it's a very detailed pop. You got the outfit, especially the detail they did with the face is really cool, with kind of like, I don't know if it's supposed to be wrinkles or maybe a little bit of scarring to kind of show that effect on the face. The black eyes really pop out from that gray skin, and you even have a bit of like an eyeshadow on the outside too. I really enjoyed the base involved with this too. I don't know if it's some sort of like energy that Gore is forming. He's also got the sword, which is really cool. The cape is kind of flowing there, which is also really nice. I think overall, this is a pretty decent pop for being very simplistic. And I would have never guessed, if I had not done research, that this character is going to be played by Christian Bale, who is known for playing Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy, which is pretty decent that you get to see essentially a person who was essentially playing as a main protagonist in a DC Comics film, now playing as an antagonist in a Marvel Cinematic Universe film. That's pretty cool, and this pop is also pretty decent. But let's move over now to my number 3 pick. So coming in at number 3 on my list, it is Korg. Now, I've always enjoyed the character of Korg. I don't exactly remember if Korg was in the first Thor movie, but I remember he was in Ragnarok, I'm pretty sure, and then for sure he was in both Endgame and Infinity War for the Avengers movies. And I remember the scene in, I'm pretty sure it's Endgame, where Korg and then like Fat Thor are playing video games. Funko Pop of Korg is really, really cool with the detail of his like rock-like textured skin, I guess you could call it. The weapon he's got in his hand is also pretty decent, and even the outfit that he's wearing with kind of like, I don't exactly know what to call it, but he's also kind of got like the shoulder pads that are made of fur. He's got kind of like the wristband on his one arm there, and then like that kind of like diamond zigzag like pattern on his pants there, where it's light blue, dark blue, and red. Really, really cool. It's a really cool take on Korg, and especially those white eyes on this Funko Pop really pop out from kind of the dark colors that are involved with this pop. The reason it did not make it higher than number 3 is because I felt like the number 2 and 1 pop for this list had a bit more detail in my opinion, and especially way more personal reaction out of me out of these two compared to Korg. But Korg is still cool. But let's move over now to my number 2 pick. Coming in at number 2 on my list is the Pop-in-a-Box exclusive glow-in-the-dark Mighty Thor. I really enjoyed this pop for many reasons. First off, it's a completely different mold compared to the common version that is either seen in the singular pop or in the 2-pack as mentioned in this video earlier, where essentially it's almost like the same posing they would have done with the Captain America pop from the Avengers Endgame lineup, where it's in a jumping pose, she is holding the Jolnir, and it has that kind of lightning base to go along with the Jolnir, which I think is really, really cool. I like in this glam shot how nice and blue that is, and especially how they have the glow-in-the-dark aspect in the cracks of the Jolnir also, and how it's a brighter blue than what you see in the lightning energy, which I think is really, really cool. And I feel like this is a lot of people's favorites just because of the amount of detail that's put into this, and especially because it's a very different mold, like I mentioned, for the Mighty Thor. And I feel like a lot of people did pre-order this when this got announced. I can't exactly remember when it was. I think when the first trailer dropped in April. So I feel like a lot of people did pre-order this, and I'm not sure if it's out yet or not, but I mean, if it is out and you do own this pop, let me know how the glow-in-the-dark aspect of this is. But before we move on to my number 1 pick for the best Thor Love and Thunder Funko Pop, we are going to mention 2 honorable mentions for this top 5 list. So the first honorable mention for this list is the Books A Million exclusive Unmasked Mighty Thor, and the pop is also metallic, which is a really nice aspect because I think the other Mighty Thor pops aren't metallic, which is a little bit surprising. So this one being metallic makes it really cool because of the armor. And I really like the aspect of it being unmasked, which is also another kind of money grab because the other 2 pops are masked. And that's the thing I like about the Mighty Thor pops, is that they are very different in their own ways. But the reason it did not make the list is because I already added 2 Mighty Thor pops. So I didn't really want to oversaturate it with Mighty Thor pops, even though Natalie Portman is pretty cool. And the second honorable mention for this list is Valkyrie. I really like the overall design of Valkyrie for this Funko Pop, especially the detail they added for the braided hair she's got, even with like the blue braids. Those just really pop out well compared to her whole head sculpt. So I think that was a really nice attention to detail. You got the blue cape, and then even though her outfit is like gray and black, that blue cape really pops well, and especially the sword that she's holding also pops out very well because of how it's kind of that aqua-y blue color there too. I think it's very good, but it's only honorable mention because we have seen better Valkyrie pops, especially the Valkyrie on Pegasus pop from, I believe it was the Avengers Endgame lineup that they did either last year or the year before, I believe, and I feel like that was a little bit better, and they might have made better ones from like Infinity War and Endgame. But I thought this definitely needed an honorable mention, especially because it's not, let's say, Thor or Mighty Thor that have already been mentioned on this list. But anyways, guys, let's move on to my number 1 pick for the best Funko Pop in this Thor Love and Thunder lineup. And now, coming in at number 1, my number 1 pick for the best Thor Love and Thunder Funko Pop in this lineup is the Thor on Chariots Pop Rides. And this thing is absolutely insane. You got the detail of Thor kind of looking like he's up on a ledge of some sort. His cape is flowing in the wind, and same with his hair. The detail of the Asgard Tours boat that he is essentially, I guess, driving of sorts, or riding in, I should say, is really awesome with like the different color shields of like the different flags, and then especially the detail of the like goat looking creatures are also awesome, especially the one that is the white one where the tongue is just sticking out there. That's really awesome. And even the base platform where you have essentially a rainbow colored water that's very translucent, and you have the detail of kind of the water splashing up from the hoofs of the creatures there, and especially from the side of the boat there. I think it's a really excellent piece, and I wouldn't be surprised if people comment in the comment section below their favorite pop from the set, and it ended up being this Pop Rides, because this thing is just absolutely insane. Definitely one of the best looking Funko Pops to be released in 2022 so far. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's top 5 list of Thor Love and Thunder Funko Pops, make sure you smash that like button, comment in the comment section below, and let me know what your favorite pop was from this Thor Love and Thunder lineup, whether I mentioned it or didn't mention it on this list. And as said in the little intro, make sure you press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and hope to see you guys next time. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here. Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.